Okay, so welcome to Ekidel. We are a trained future civil and structural engineer. Okay, so today we are on the part 2 of our 16-story building, and on this part 2 we will be going for the modeling on Prota Structure, because on the part 1 I showed you guys how to perform your structural framing, where we did all our column positioning, and also where we place all our beams. As you can see that these beams have all been placed, and where we did the paneling, okay, and considered all our cantilever points and everything, and also all the voids and everything. So on this part 2 now we'll be going to the structural modeling in Prota Structure for this 16-story building. So but before we start, I will say that if you have not subscribed to the channel Ekidel, I will say you should please click on the subscribe button, and also I will say that if you can also like these videos so that you don't miss all our amazing videos, and also turn on your video notification. Now for you to follow up, because this is a complete video on the design of 16-story building using the new software of Prota Structure. So for you to be able to follow up, we have attached the CAD file of this video, and you can click on the link and then purchase for this CAD file, and then follow up all what we are doing so far, so that you can be able to understand what we are doing. Okay, so right now you can just check the link down below, or check on the comment section, and then get this CAD file. And also you can also enroll for our Ekidel mentorship class. We are giving out 50% discount to every new person which is going to enroll for this month of September. So we are giving out 50% discount for our on our Ekidel mentorship training. Okay, so right now let's begin right now for the design of this 16-story building. Okay, that's fine. So right now from your desktop, if you have this software, which is what Prota Structure 2022, you just have to launch it, and then once you launch it, you will see an interface like this. Although I was working on a steel building project before, so right now I'll have to go and create a new project. So by doing that now, I'll just click on this place here that says new project. So once I click on this new project here, you will see that this interface will just appear here that says project code. Now this project code simply means for you to input your project name. Okay, so on this project name now, what I'll do right now is to go back to our DSL file which we did on our part 1 of this video. I'll copy this name, which is this project name here, just rename, and then copy it. I'll copy it now, and then come to my Prota here, and then come here and then paste this name here and paste it. Okay, so this now becomes our project name or project code for that. Now once you've put your project name, now the next thing to do is to now choose your design code, knowing that every structure in civil engineering has design code. So I'll be using a popular code, which is EuroCode, which is the major code right now that is being used majorly in the world. So I'll be using EuroCode for this design. So once I do that right now, I'll now come here and then click on what? OK. Now once I click on OK right now, I'll wait for it now to import every formula that was used and all the design principles and guidelines for this code into the new template. Okay, so right now let's wait for the template to now open up, and then we will now see our new project code. Okay, now as you can see right now, this project now has been loaded. As you can see it right now, this is now the interface of the software Prota Structure. And if you see here right now, I'm using the version 2.2 version, and also if you see also, you can also see that it is now a 16-story hotel building design with swimming pool. That is the project name. So once you have done that right now, since we have already done our GA, as you can see that we did our GA last time here on our part 1 on this place here. As you can see the GA here. Now we can now go and import this framing back to this software here. Now to not import it now, the first thing you do is to do what? Click on this place that says external reference drawing here. Now once you click on this, so this is the step for you to import a drawing on this version of Prota Structure. Now once you click on this that says external reference drawing, the next thing to do right now is to now do what? Come here and then say what? Add DSF. You can see here they say add DSF. I will click here just now to add my DSF, and it will show me a place on my desktop. I saved that drawing on my desktop, so I'll go to desktop here and then click on the folder here. open it and then click on this place here and then say what, open. Okay, now on opening this now, I'll wait for it to now show it will, once it is done, it will display here. So let's hold on for it to now display around this interface here. Okay, so right now you can see that it has now loaded the that DSF file. So the first thing to do is to do what, click on this that says what, active. Check this button here that says active, and then check here that says what, use color here. Okay, so right now you can now see that we now have our plan here showing here. If I don't use color now, look at what it will just show gray like this. So I want to use color to be able to know the color codes I used on my framing. Okay, so right now, once I've done that just now, the next thing I'll do again right now is now click on this that says what, import DSF. Now on this import DSF now, what will happen is that it will now try to now import the column and the grid line members as yeah. So right now I can see that it can now say import grid line as axis and import column as column. Okay, so right now come here right now and then click on what here and click on what, import. So I'll come here right now and then click on what, import here. Okay, now wait for it to now import those and convert those grid lines to axis and then those column to column members. Okay, as you can see right now, it is trying to convert here. It said converting floor plans. Number of lines will be converted 13, and number of polylines that will be converted to column is what, 18. Okay, so basically we have 18 columns so far. Okay, so once it is done right now, it will now move us on to the next interface now. So once it's done right now, once you have seen that this your import here is now being hidden, then come here and then click on what, close here. Okay, and then once you close right now, you can now come here and then click on what, okay here. Okay, so right now you can now see that it is now time. You can now see our drawing here, although some text came with the plan, but this text can still be removed later. Okay, is then coming up. Okay, so right now this is now our beam developer boss here. So on this place right now, we will have to set our beam width here. So this B simply means beam width, and now we choose our beam width to be what, 300 on our GA as our beam width, and the depth right now, since this is a 16-story building, I want to use a depth of what, of let me check my depth to be 650 or 750 as my beam depth. 750 as my beam depth. And then once I choose these two right now, the next thing I'll do right now is to now do what, begin to insert my beams. So I'll click on this first one here and then click on the last one here at the last point here. Okay, and wait for it to now insert my beams. Okay, so once that is now inserted now, I will now go on to the next now and then also continue again. Okay, so right now you can now see that this our first beam now have now been inserted here. So I'll still continue again right now and then just draw your beams. As you can see, click here again right now and wait for the beam to insert and then draw the beam again. So since we have already done the GA and we have known where our beams are going to stay, you can see that it is now very easy for us to now place our beams. So I'll come here again and place here, and I'll click escape key and then come again right now again. Click here again right now and then continue again all the way down here. Okay, and then escape, click again from this point here and all the way down to this to this place here first, and again escape, click again from here all the way down to this place here. So I'll do the same thing right now for almost all of them here by clicking here and also clicking from this point here all the way down to this point here. Okay, and I say again from this point here all the way down to this point here. Okay, and again from we have a beam here from this point. Okay, let me put this one first. I have to now put this intermediate one here, so I'll make this one to be what, 600. So I'll choose it to be 600 as my secondary beam, and I'll come again from and I'll choose from here all the way down from here. Okay, and again continue again and support it on this beam, and from here to this beam, and from here to this beam. Okay, and from here again to this beam again here. Okay, that's fine. So right now we'll now go ahead and then go and model our lift here before we can now insert this beam to rest on the lift. Okay, and then also this other side. Now let's now do this other side here. So since this beam here is facing on this on this grid line, I'll come here and change my beam orientation here by making this grid line to come out here, and I'll click from this point here to this point all the way down here. Okay, I will need a grid line at this point here, so first of all keep it here first. Okay, and again right now I'll come again, change again from this point again and choose the other one here, and I'll put my axis here, my beam here, sorry. Okay, and I'll come again right now, click at this point here and choose center, and I'll come here and click at this point here and click all the way down here. Okay, that's fine. And I'll come again right now. Okay, so we have just done that just now. Next now is now place our wall here, our wall, which is the reinforced wall here. So right, to place our reinforced wall here, escape this beam property and then come here, modeling, and choose what? Concrete wall, which is this wall here, and wait for it to now show the dialog box. Okay, so on showing this now, I'll have to now choose what I want my beam, my reinforced concrete wall thickness to be 250. So I'll come here right now and then just add 250 there as it is, and I'll come here at this place here. I'll click at this point here. Okay, from here to here. Okay, and that's my wall. Okay, and again from here to all the way down to this column here. Okay, there will be an opening here later, which I'll show you how to create the openings for the lift. And again from here to here. Okay, and again from here all the way down to this place here. Okay, so first of all we have to remove this beam from this point here, because there should be a wall running here. Okay, so I'll come here right now and then remove my beam first from this point here, take off my beam here, delete the beam first, and then place my wall here, properties, and place a wall here from here to here. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll now go ahead now and then place my beam, take properties from this beam, properties, and place my beam just from here now to this place here. Okay, now if I want to shift my beam off from that point now, I'll have to do it something like this now, because you can see that this our wall here is placed directly around this place here. Okay, so I can do that just now by, okay, let me just do undo first, undo, and make sure I follow what is directly there, undo everything. Okay, this my wall here is meant to flush around this place here. Okay, so I'll have to place a grid line now around this place here. So I'll have to go and check on my AutoCAD here, and check that difference from I'll have to place a line first from this point here to this point here. Okay, and then I'll have to now come here, click here, and confirm the distance from the grid line here to the center of this place here. What is it? That gives me what? 190. So I'll minimize now and come here and offset 190mm off from that place, offset. Okay, to offset you have to hold your shift key, so F function, F2 key, and then type what? 190, which is the dimension, and press enter. Okay, so this now tells me that this is not the center of my wall. So first of all, I'll still remove this beam first before doing anything, and then come here, click here, right click here, and then say what? Property here, and then come here right now, click at this point here, and then click at this point here. Okay, this is now my wall. Okay, so that will make me not lessen this wall. I'll have to remove this wall now first, delete the wall, and come back again right now, click here, right click here, and then say properties here, and come here, click here, and then insert it back here. Okay, that's fine. And repeat this other one here again too, delete here, come here, click here, right click here, properties, and then come insert again, new one here again, and then click here. That's fine. And then come here right now, and then click on my beam. Okay, and now insert my beam. Okay, now insert my beam along this place here and keep this here. Okay, that's fine. And then click on escape and then escape. Okay, so right now once you see this angle, this triangle here, this means cantilever, and here also cantilever. Okay, that's fine. Now I'll have to hinge all my columns, all my beams. So how to hinge a beam? So first of all, before I hinge, I'll have to remove this text that is showing here. So back to my modeling here, sorry, layout here, and then here on this place here, and just deactivate this and then say okay, that's fine. So right now, okay, we still have a beam running here. Okay, yes, there's a beam running here, which for the staircase void. So I'll come here right now and place a beam around this place and keep this here. Okay, that's fine. And I made this beam to be what, 250. So I'll come here and say what, 250 for this beam, 250 to flush with the wall. Okay, that's fine. And I'll come again right. There's also a beam running along this place here. So I'll take this property right now and then place a beam here also and keep this here. That's fine. Okay, so here, because here now becomes our staircase void, as you can see it here directly on our plan view here. Okay, as here. So that's fine. So again, right now we also now I'll have to place what they call hinging. So to hinge your beams right now on this software, the first thing to do right now is to do what? I'll have to hinge all the ends of the beam. So I'll come here right now, I click here and then hinge at this end here by doing what? Assign what? Hinge at what? I end. This basically is an I end. So I'll come here, I click here and then say what? Hinge at what? I end. So there will be a hinge that will not be, I'll say apply to selected beams. You now see that there will be a hinge. Okay, no, not this end. Basically J I end. So I'll come here, click here, sorry. Right click here right now and then come here and then say apply to what? I end here, I end. And then say apply. It will now show a dot here. This dot here simply means hinge. So I'm trying to release the moment from this plate, because basically from the theory of your design and also analysis, every beam end are meant to be released, and that place should carry 0 moment. Okay, so right now I will hinge every beam end. So I'll quickly hold my control key right now and select all my I end and hinge all my I end at once. So I'll select all my I end now, this being 2, these beams. So always hinge it. It will help you to reduce the cost that is meant to be for the structure. So I'll hinge all my I end now and also hinge that one here and hinge this, and then what again? That's all for now. Right click now. Okay, here to I end, and then right click now and then say what? Hinge at what? I, and I'll say apply, and then all the I end now will be hinged. As you can see right now, they are all hinged. And I'll come again for the J end now. This dot here simply means a hinge. That's a pin end. So I'll come again right now and then click here again, and click all the J ends. This is not a J end because this has a, yeah, this is a J end. Here also is a J end. No, this is a cantilever, so this is not a J end. There's a cantilever beam around this place here. Okay, so again, come here, click here also, and then here. And again, I'll click this other beam here, and this other beam here, and then this beam here. And I will now come now and then do what? Right click here, right click, and then come here and say hinge at what? J. And I'll say apply selected beams. Okay, so you can see that it is now hinged. And I'll now come and hinge the what? Single selected beam, which is this one here. Come here and hinge what? At both ends here. Okay. And I'll say what's selected here, apply, and I'll come again right now and hinge both ends. Okay, then come here, both ends. Okay, and then come here. So right now you can now see how to release moments. Now come again right now on this other one, right click here, and this is J end. Come here, apply to J end here, and I'll say apply. Okay, that's fine. So this is now how to hinge. As you can see, how to release moments. I have released all the moments at the ends of every beam. That's why you are seeing these dots here. Okay, so all these dots now are being that I have released moments at all of them. Okay, so this is how to release moments on every end of the beams. Okay, so right now I have done that. Right now I will now come and go and do what? Insert my what? Slabs. Okay, so to now insert my slabs, now the first thing I'll do first, I'll have to do what? Save first. So I will now insert my slabs before. So once I insert my slabs now, knowing that this is a 16-story building, all our slab will not be a what? Solid slab. at some story, let me say from 5-story building upwards, you will have to introduce a rib slab or a waffle slab. Okay, so to now put your slab right now, come here and then come please here, slab here. Now it will ask you to do what, define your load first. So I'll come here and say what, yes, define my load case. So to do a load case right now, since this is a hotel building, I'll have to come here right now and say what, generate load, and then I would now have to come to, once it shows now, I'll come here right now first. I'll leave everything as wind load first. Leave wind load first. After I'll show you how to apply wind load, and come here and then click on what, okay here, and then it now generate our load for us, as you can see right now. And then come here and then click on what, okay here, okay, and then it now show us the slab property now. We will now choose our slab depth and everything. Okay, and also the life load or the imposed load, and also the finishing load. Okay, so right now on this place now, I'll now have to do what, come here right now and then choose what my slab depth. I'll choose 150, my slab depth, and I'll come here just now and then choose my load here, and I'll type here my load 1.5 as my dead load, and then come here and type hotel load. Right click here and choose hotel. As you can see that it has hotel here, which is 2.0, and I'll come here now and begin to insert my slabs now on all the panels here. Okay, so put your slab on all the panels except where you have your staircase. Okay, so I'll allow the slab to now insert everywhere. Okay, also there should be a slab here. Okay, let me now have to close this place here. This place needs to be closed before I can put the slab here. Okay, so basically, like, I can see that we have just done all our slabs now. So on our part 3 now, I will now show you how to now insert story and then also wall load. Okay, so I will say that you should click on the like button and like this video, and also subscribe to our channel Ekidel, and then wait for the part 3 of this video. Thank you so much, and then God bless you. Goodbye for now.